I've been inspired to do this live because I am somebody who believes in practical solutions. I believe in talking with a goal in mind, with a way forward. I don't believe in just coming online to chat. Now, a bit of context about who I am. I'm Nigerian, I'm British, and I care about these two nations. I care about England, I care about Great Britain, and I also care about Nigeria because I am of Nigerian heritage and I'm also a youth. So this particular live stream is for any young people who are just tired of what is going on. They're tired of feeling like there's no way forward. They're tired of feeling as though nothing is going to change. And every time you put on the news, every time you're on social media, the news, everything is just worse. Insecurity in the country, the leadership, we've never had it this bad, and it seems to be getting worse. We talk about the economy, exchange rate, a future for the Nigerian youth. It doesn't feel like there's any hope, but I'm here to remind us today that there is hope. As long as we are alive, as long as we're breathing, there is a chance to change your reality. I strongly believe that you can there's so many things you can't control, but you can control how you respond to your environment. You can control how your energy and what you pick up on, how you choose to look at the world, your perspective. These are things that you can control. Now I'm here to tell you today that I'm using this medium, using my voice, using my platform to encourage us young people, the youth, the future of Nigeria, as they say, to sit down and have real conversations about what we want to be using our time for. I'm not telling you to leave your day job or leave what you're doing, your hustle, so that you are focusing only on Nigeria and you want to be a full-time activist. No, I'm saying along with whatever it is you're doing, whether you're a Nigerian youth in Nigeria or in Nigeria in the diaspora, that you're able to do something meaningful. And if you're somebody who feels like this country called Nigeria belongs to all of us, it is not just one person's property, and you just feel moved to do something, you feel angered in your spirit, this platform is for you. I'm somebody you can collaborate with. I'm somebody you can speak to because as much as I get on with my day and I have my own life and I have things that I'm doing, my family and people that I care about, the thought is always at the back of my head that Nigeria belongs to all of us. Nigeria belongs to the young people. Why should we leave Nigeria? Why should we have a country that is worse off than it was in the 70s, in our parents' generation, in our uncles, and in the elders' generation? That should not be normal and we should not accept it. I refuse to accept this Nigeria as a standard. I refuse to accept repentant bandits in our community. I refuse to accept the way the government treats us as citizens. I refuse, and I want you to reject it. I want you to reject it with your whole fiber and being. This way of how Nigeria is, and this wanting to shut us down, shut up our voices down, telling us to accept and everything we see now, it is the status quo, it is what it is. The anyhowness of Nigeria, the fact that it feels like Nigeria can never ever be better, they want you to be comfortable with this. And I'm saying to you, as somebody who strives for excellence in my day-to-day life, at work, wherever I am, I find myself in the world, I strive for excellence. I'm telling you to reject mediocrity. I am telling you to reject what the news is telling you. Sometimes, even what your eyes are saying and what your family is telling you. If you're somebody who craves an environment that is reflective of a sane society, then this platform is for you. Now, I'm going to go into the gist of what inspired this video. Now I have my notes which I'm going to present, which I have on my phone here. And what inspired this video has been this conversation that people are having about, excuse me, the right to bear arms. and a gun revolution in Nigeria. I don't know what circles you're in, but in some of the political podcasts that I listen to, a lot of the commenters talking about Nigerians arming themselves, and that when these supremacists want to take over or try to take over, all you can do is fight to the finish, right? And the more I hear it, the more I see the government's lack of accountability, lack of the will to really do something, to name terrorist sponsors, to name and prosecute those who are dining with terrorists, those who are funding these things. You know, in government, people seem to be very, it is what it is. The more I realize that we cannot be passive. I am not a passive person. I'm not somebody who just allows life to happen to them. I go after the things that I want. And I want a Nigeria that works. I want a Nigeria where terrorists are afraid to even step into the country. Terrorists know that they know Nigeria is a no-go, it's not a safe haven for them. So what inspired this video is an interview on Adeola Fayehun's page. Please go check out the video. I'll link it in this live when I'm doing the editing later on. But it's a really insightful video with a reverend father who was just talking about what the Nigerian youth can do. And I was really charged by that video because for the longest time I'd kind of just, accepted, I'm not defeatist mindset, but sort of didn't feel the zeal to really do anything. I've tried in the past to join certain groups, I've tried to join politics, and deep down I felt like it doesn't align with me, it doesn't align with the things that I want to see. Like I said, I am a very go, 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 go kind of person. And if I'm not in a group where I'm not seeing action, I'm not seeing motive, I don't feel moved, or I don't feel that's the place for me, because we have gone past just talking. We have gone past just maybe we should do police, proposing. We've gone past proposing. Now it is execution, strategy, execution. And one of the things I want to accomplish with my platform and with this space is giving Nigerian youth a voice, and also a collective ideology, something that is bigger than tribe, it's bigger than religion, and it even supersedes generation. What is that ideology? What is that thing as a Nigerian youth that you can rally behind? This is beyond gender wars and all these, in my opinion, frivolous conversations that the young people are having. For me, as an ideology, one of my strong ideologies is the right to self-determination, and the belief that Nigeria belongs to us. I strongly believe, as a youth, Nigeria is mine. It is my time to inherit Nigeria. It is my time to define the country that I want to see, the kind of Nigeria that I want to live in. And it is a mindset of, I am putting in the work so that I can reap the benefits in a few years from now. I want to retire early. I want to be able to live in any part of Nigeria and know that I've put in the work. I might not have enjoyed my youth. Nigeria might not have given me anything tangible, free education, and the things that the government usually provides for its citizens. But I can get it in my 30s and beyond. So I am saying to us that let us rally behind seeing a Nigeria that works for us. Nigeria that works for the collective. As young people, when I say us, I mean young people, I mean people under the age of 40. Let us shape Nigeria to the way we want to see Nigeria. That is the ideology here. Building a Nigeria for us, by us, led by us. And it is not to discredit the older generation, it's not to say they don't have contributions, but I'm sorry, the way we speak as young people, millennials and below, our mindsets are not the same. And I would love to bring them on board. I would love to bring the older generation on board, but we need to show. The older generation, they like to see workings. We need to show that we're serious minded. We need to show dividends of our movement, dividends of this ideology for us to even say, other people should join, other people should be involved in this youth revolution that we're talking about in Nigeria. I'm tired of, the Nigeria that only favors a certain group of people. And the people that Nigeria favors are like this, in 200 and something million, just a handful of people that Nigeria actually works for. What of the rest of us? I don't want to live my life abroad. I spent a little bit of my childhood in Nigeria, and I can categorically say now that a lot of my friends in Nigeria are all over the world. And it is sad to say that even in my early 30s, I can already say I will never see some of my childhood friends because of the way Nigeria is structured. How sad is that, to not be able to grow with your childhood friends because the system forces people to jackpot, forces people to go and look for economic development, to go and look for progress, because the system is not structured in a way that rewards working. The working class of Nigeria are being frustrated, they are being choked. The youth are being choked, they are being silenced. And I refuse to accept that. I'm not in politics. I don't have any big man or big woman anywhere. But what I know is that I have the power to change my reality. You have the power to change your reality. The Nigeria we want to see today is not going to come about by one person. It is the collective will, the collective drive, the collective focus, discipline that will bring about the Nigeria that we want to see, the Nigeria that we love, the Nigeria that we pray for those of you who pray, the Nigeria that you pray for that works for the collective. I want to see a Nigeria where roads are paved, a Nigeria where free education is a thing, where healthcare, you can sleep well at night because healthcare is provided for. In Nigeria where it is us that enjoy and stay in five-star hotels, not foreigners. It is us that go and represent ourselves for conferences, for sports programs, anywhere in the world. And how does that come about? It comes by us deciding for ourselves what is important to us. First, security of life and property. This is where the right to self-arm, the right to protect yourself comes in. We don't need to ask for permission. Go through every legal means to get arms, form vigilante groups, educate hunters, educate people in your community who have the right to bear arms, empower them, and build a community where everybody is aware. Before you decide to go to the government to say you want a gun license, or before you go to your local government, you have to show um, some sort of belief that you're responsible enough to handle this this thing. If we're talking about gun reforms, if we want to lobby government for the right to bear arms, it's not just something you see. You have to show it in the way in the conversations that we have. We have to partner with other countries, even if it means some of the young people, some of us go to America, have these conversations, let it go viral on social media, sponsor all these crews and whatever platforms about the benefits of self-owning arms versus not. You spark the conversation, spark the conversation in the general public, and you work on the reforms, you work on the strategy to make this thing live. Because nobody is coming to save any of us. As I am, if I walk into Nigeria right now, I'm on my own. Anything that happens, anyone that wants to attack me, anything, I know I cannot call the police. As sad as it is, I'm even afraid of the police because you're not sure what would happen if you're in custody of the police. So what good is it to have police, Amotekun, all these Eastern Security Network, these different security networks, and you still don't feel safe? As young people, we need to gather ourselves and say, you know what, everything everybody is doing is fine. There's nothing wrong with all the push for, reforms, push for what's the other one called? The voters, the political reform, the one that was being pushed, electronic transmission. There's nothing wrong with all of these things. Political revolution is, regional governments. Everybody with their own. Everyone has a way of, okay, this is what I feel we work for this particular group, this region. That is fine. Within all of this, what I am proposing is that, irrespective of your political party, this is about ideology. It is bigger than any one person. It's about ideology and the fact that wherever you find yourself, whatever country you find yourself, you always believe deep down that Nigeria belongs to me. Nigeria belongs to me, and I will do everything and anything in my power to inherit this country. I will enjoy and reap the fruits of this country. We are born in a country, if you're Nigerian, you are from a blessed country. With abundance of wealth, abundance of resources, abundance of talent. It is just unfortunate that we have so many struggles and so many leadership issues in the country. But if Nigeria can get it right, if we can get it right for ourselves, there's no reason why a lot of us cannot go back to Nigeria and enjoy in our 40s and beyond. Do you want to work forever? I don't want to work forever, ever. Everything that I'm doing, the hustle that we're hustling, is it not so that we can have some level of standard of living so that we're not just struggling and we're not homeless? We have security. And that's why we look for jobs with pension as well. So the time when we cannot work, we are taking care of the work we did in our youth can take care of us in old age. That is the point. So what I am proposing is for you not, I'm not saying leave your day job and come and carry political activism on your head. No. I'm saying that with what you do on a day-to-day basis, start thinking in your mind that, okay, now Nigeria belongs to us. Nigeria belongs to me. What do I need to do in my community, in my area, to see the Nigeria that I want to see a Nigeria that works for me? And if you're somebody who intends to have kids later on, a Nigeria that works for them, to leave a country that is better than we met it, to have that sort of responsibility, not just to ourselves, not just to our family, but our social responsibility as Nigerian citizens. Now, some of the challenges that we're going to face with this ideology, with this movement, is naysayers. We're going to have a lot of naysayers, even within our youth group. But we're going to, aside our youth group, I don't really want to say much about the older generation, but there's a lot of ageism. There's a lot of what can you do? You're not wise. You don't have life experience. Forgetting that the Nigeria we see today and the people that led Nigeria to where we are, they held power in their 30s. The people that made decisions, major decisions for Nigeria, go and check their ages. The military heads of state, go and check the ages that they took power. They were not much older than we are. And I don't feel there's a certain age where you have all the knowledge, or there's a certain age where you are now fit and you are now crowned so you can take on responsibility. No, some people in their circumstances, they they become caregivers at an early age. They become adults quite young. So everyone's life circumstances is different. So we should not use age to determine who can hold power, who can hold political seats. So what I'm saying is that as we are, there's so many things we can do. We can mobilize ourselves. We can start having these conversations to say, okay, now that we have this ideology of Nigeria belongs to us young people, to us youth, what's the way forward? How do we actualize a Nigeria that works for us? If you have passion for housing, social housing, affordable housing, someone else has passion for renewable energy, another person has passion for healthcare, wellness, food, security. Let us come together. Let us mobilize ourselves. Let us form a movement, a group, and work towards this. Sit down, brainstorm, and start. Let us have actions, actionable things, short term goals, long term goals that we can see and develop. Things we can do with 1 million, 2 million, 1 billion naira. Let us form ourselves. Those who want to enter politics, fund campaigns, social media campaign, businesses within ourselves, because nobody's going to do it for us. And I want us to take charge of this movement. I want us to push and enter into the corridors of power. I really want us to determine the kind of Nigeria that we want to live for ourselves as young people. We deserve a Nigeria that works for us. We deserve to enjoy. We deserve to live life to the fullest. We deserve to be on par with our peers anywhere in the world. Nigeria belongs to us young people. So it is up to us to decide and build the future that we want. And it starts today. It starts with you deciding and making up your mind that you will do what needs to be done to actualize a Nigeria that works for the collective. Thank you.